I got this new app called Bend, and it is all these different types of stretches you can do, like before you go to sleep. And I thought it would be nice for me to do stuff like this since I can't really do very much exercise without flaring up my pain. So I thought this would be a nice way to still do something to keep moving, but not be too hard on me. So we're going to try this one. Look at all the different stretches that are in this one. So this is what we're going to do. And I already have my little yoga mat thingy set up. It's usually rolled up, so that's why I have these on there to hold it down. And that's what we're going to do. You can't really feel it in your legs here. However long or short you want each of the exercises to be. So, ooh, this is my lower back too, it's hurting. This, oh, you want your feet.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's going to be something to show for it. Yeah. Because of the carpet. Their hands. Yeah. Come on, Howard.
This is a beginner. I am making us gumbo, so I'm gonna start chopping up all my stuff. I got stuff over here out to make the roux. I gotta get the Dutch oven out. We have the rice gonna start cooking over here, and I put Princess and the Frog on because every time I think of gumbo, I think of that movie. And then I have my snack, which is my cheese and my grapes, my favorite snack ever.
Let's come up and taste it. Come here. You do all the girls got a gift.
Here is the flour. You can see it's turning color. We got our sausages in here. It's dark. I just have my twinkle lights on. But this morning I finished reading the Bible again. So cover to cover, the second time I've read it all the way through. I finished this morning, and today we're this morning I read every morning and night. So tonight we flip it from Revelation all the way back to Genesis. Like, here he is. Genesis again. Hey gang, I just wanted to unbox this on here. It was from QVC. It's a new blanket that I didn't need. My mom got me one last year, and I have like a bunch of Barefoot themed sweaters that I've collected over the years. But look how pretty the color is. It matched my toenail polish, but it's like the same exact color as this. Oh, it's so pretty. Came over to tie up my curtains that are on my windows, but look. Oh, I gasped. Let me shut the light off in here. There you go, no more glare. Look at that. Oh, he starts over there. Oh, right outside my window. Hi guys, I just wanted to show you what I got from Bareminerals. They were doing their yearly what do you call it? It's kind of like, it's a sale, but not really. It's this, they do these deluxe sizes of their, sorry, this whole morning I've had really bad pain flare, so my brain is foggy. But this is their original loose powder foundation with SPF 15, and I get the shade Fairly Light. But this is the deluxe size of it, so you get, I think it's double the size of what you would normally get from them, and I think the normal one is like $38 and this is $50, so for about $10 more you get over double the amount. And like, look at how pretty this, usually they do them in like a Christmas container, but I really like how this one's just like year round. And then when I first started wearing makeup, this is the one that I wore, and I remembered like distinctly going to the bareminerals outlet in Carlsbad with my mom, and like they shade matched me, and this is my shade. It's the Fairly Light number 3. And the other day I was like, I want to get that makeup again, because usually I'll just wear my tinted sunscreen. I'm like, I want to have a makeup to wear if I want to wear makeup. And I was like, oh, I'll go on their website, and they had a thing to do like a shade match with taking a picture of yourself, and I was like, I'll probably be something else on here, like it probably won't match me that well. And it matched me Fairly Light number 3, which I just thought was crazy that it's that good. To like, the girl matched me in the store and then matched me on the website, and it's the same. And that was years ago. But when I had first bought that, I had bought this brush, and I have no idea why I would have gotten rid of it. I don't know where he went, but look how he comes now. It's like in a little paper container, and I think that's so cool because less plastic, less stuff to throw away, but like it has just this little tabby to pull. So I remember this brush, like when the lady put it on my face with this brush for the very first time, I was like, here he is. And then this guy will come off, and he's a floof. He's a little floof. Oh, he's so soft. So soft. Oh. It's a synthetic brush as well. And I want to put that back on him, but he's not gonna fit back on there. Anyway, and then I wanted to start wearing lip liner. My mom says if she had my lips, she would wear lip liner and lipstick every day. So I wanted to kind of start doing more lip stuff. So I got the bareminerals Mineralist lasting lip liner, and this is Blissful Blush is the shade. I don't know if he'll focus on there. There you go. So this is the first lip liner I've ever bought. And this one, I believe it's like a real pencil-y one, so I'm gonna have to get a sharpener, but yeah. This is like my favorite type of color to wear on my lips. So I'm gonna go put my bareminerals on. And me and my mom have like, we had mixed ours together, so it's a little tanner than this, but I kind of want to do it with my actual color because this is fake tanner color. But I'm gonna put my EltaMD tinted sunscreen underneath because this is only SPF 15. So I like having a little bit more SPF than that. So I'll see you later. Okay, I just put it on, and I really like him still. You can see, look at where all my dry skin is. I hate that. So, but it really clinged to that. And then this is the, oh, my hair. And look up there, see how dry? I wonder if that's from the laser treatment thing I did yesterday. But, because now it's dry in places it hadn't been dry. So, I don't know. But, this is the lip liner. I did it all over my lips. And then I just put this Dior lip glow oil on it. This one that my mom gave me, it leaks. So you can see I have to clean it off with rubbing alcohol again, but this is him. I really like how he looks on me still. But I have so much of this dry skin, it's just flaking all around. So I'll like it more once that's gone again. But still very much like Bare Minerals. Hello, gang. It has been a very rough morning for me. It's Monday, and I have to leave for work in like 45 minutes. This is one of my days I have for my school schedule, so I go to work late. But I had scheduled a phone call for the Mayo Clinic because I had been trying to get an appointment there. All the people at my last job, when we lived in Oklahoma, they told me I should go to the Mayo Clinic, and even my last couple doctors had told me I should go there because all the things we had tried really haven't helped me. And I've had 4 surgeries for endometriosis and taken so many different types of medicine, done Botox in my pelvic floor. None of it's helped. Most of it creates more problems. So you have to go on their website and submit for like requesting an appointment. So that's what I had done before we moved, but then they kept calling me and I was like, dang it, I thought it was going to take longer for them to call me than that. So I couldn't set up the appointment then. So I had an appointment thing today to talk to them about setting up an appointment to go. And I don't have insurance through my new job yet. So I was just hoping, well, even if they had openings next month, which I figured they probably wouldn't, I'll push it out and do January so then I can have insurance. So I had talked to the lady about that, and she's like, oh yeah, we can do that, but I would have to put you as self-pay, and doing that you would have to put a $5,000 deposit down, and then if you call back and we don't take your insurance, you're responsible for the $5,000. And so I was like, I will wait until I have insurance. And then she also said that since, I don't know if this is the only endometriosis like specialist through the whole Mayo Clinic, so like even the ones that are in the 2 other states, or if it's just the endometriosis specialist that's at this location. But she said it can take a few months to get in with her because of that. So it's kind of a bummer that now I'll have to wait 2 months to get my insurance, call back just to get approved for an appointment. Might not even get approved. I think I will because I already have the diagnosis. She kind of had been talking to me at the beginning like I didn't have the diagnosis already. But since I already have it and then I've gone through so much other things, I believe I will be able to get an appointment. I hope so. And then after I get approved for an appointment, then they'll look and see when the openings are. And she said that could be a few months. So I feel like now I'll have to wait probably about 6 months-ish. Hopefully not, but I already have to wait 2 months just to get my insurance, and then however many months it'll take to get an appointment. So if they're 4 months out, that's 6 months from now I have to wait to get an appointment, which is a bummer. So because I've been thinking about looking for a remote job, which that's what I really wanted when I moved here, because it's just standing a lot. I know it sounds like just a small thing, but standing, walking constantly, all of that really takes a toll on me. And like today, I'm not even in that much pain. Like I took my muscle relaxer, so it's helped me. But it's just, I've felt so weak. And like I didn't even want to get up off the couch earlier to put lip balm on. So it is going to be hard for me to go to work. So like this morning's just been hard. Not necessarily with pain, but just feeling so weak and tired and drained. And then just kind of mentally, because I've been sad about feeling bad. So like Saturday was really bad. Thursday I stayed home for work. Wednesday I felt really bad. I powered through because it was a short day with my school schedule. So I got to go late and I got to leave early. So By the time I went to work, I had like 2.5 hours to lunch. Then I got an hour and a half break for lunch, which was good. I came home, ate my little grapes and cheese. And then by the time I went back to work, it was only like 3 hours or 2.5 hours or something. So I was like, you only really worked like 5 hours, 6 hours today. You can do it. And like how it was broken up, I was like, I could push through it. And I was with the older doctor that we have, so it was a little bit slower anyway. So like, I can do it. But then the next day, my brain was like mush. Like, it was like, the girl at work, when I was explaining it to her, she goes, it was like your brain's lagging. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what it was like. It was like you'd look around the room and it's like your brain had to catch up with what your eyes were seeing. And I'm like, this is not good for me to work like this. And I was in a lot of pain still, but I had been taking so much pain medicine, and I'm like, if I go to work today and I'm just gonna have to like be doubling down on pain medicine all day, which is not good for my body. But I couldn't get through it without doing that. So I stayed home on Thursday, and then I went on Friday. And on Friday, I was like, oh, man, like I didn't feel good. But it was also a short day. We get to leave at 2 o'clock. So I went from 8 to 2. And I didn't get to have a lunch break. I was supposed to have a lunch break to go let Howie out, but I didn't get one because we were running way behind. So then I left at 2, and then on Saturday, like all these days I had a migraine. It like would not go away, and I'm trying not to take my prescription Ubrelvy migraine pills because I don't have I don't have a lot of them, and I don't have any way to get more because I don't have insurance. So if I tried to fill it without insurance, it'd be like $5,000, and that's only for 16 pills. And that's 8 days worth, because if you take Ubrelvy, you know, you can take one, and then if you still have the migraine 2 hours later, you can take another one. So it's only 8 days worth of medicine. So I've been trying not to take those because we have a Disneyland trip planned, and I want to make sure I have pills if I need them for that day. So I've been saving them. I don't have any way to get more. I've been trying to take Excedrin. So on Saturday, I took the Excedrin, and I know it wasn't from this pill because I took another one yesterday, and it was fine. But, like, I felt so loopy, so drained. It almost felt like I was gonna pass out, but I didn't get, like, the sparklies in your eyes or anything. And I had to go lay in my bed for hours to like slowly feel normal. For hours. And it's like, I'm so glad that didn't happen on a work day, because then I would have had to have called in again. And it's like, I just worry about that so much. And I shouldn't, because I know God will provide for me. And He's with me through it. But it is still hard, because I'm just a person. I'm just a human, and I worry about the little things here. But, so that was on Saturday. So like half the day, pretty much, I was in my bed. The other half, I came and sat here on the couch. And then yesterday, the migraine came back worse. So then I was like, okay, take the Excedrin again. So I did. And it helped. And then I had to put my cold cap on. I lay in my bed for a little bit. And then I came and sat here again and watched Star Wars all day, which I had never seen before. So I watched the very first 2 with my dad. So we just sat there. But that was my weekend. And I don't know. I don't want this to be a woe is me thing. But it is just hard. And it's like, right when you think it's gonna get better, sometimes it goes back down. And then it kind of goes like this for a while. And like, that's how I've felt lately. It's like this, no real big, improvement, or no real bad decrease. So, just kind of like this. But yeah, just kind of having a bad morning. Mentally and stuff. So I hope that improves throughout the day. But I'll talk to you later. Thanks for listening. Hello, gang. It is Monday night. The same day I filmed the last clip. I'm really glad I got through the day at work today. I feel like I'm starting to get a headache, which I was doing good all day, but it's time to go to bed, so that's good. But I had just gotten my new pair of hokas in the mail, so I wanted to show you them. Ever since I started working in healthcare, I wore New Balance for a little bit, but then I realized this is not cutting it. I need better shoes. And like, some of my patients were wearing hokas, and so I was like, huh, I'll look at those type of shoes. Hailey, I have my grapes and cheese up here. You're against my dresser, and my grapes and cheese are on the top of the dresser, and he wants some, but he can't have grapes. No grapes. But they always put them in such a giant box. But I got a different style than the ones I usually get. I've gotten just the Bondi 8, or is it Bondi 9? No, I think it's the 8. And then like I've gotten a bunch of different colors of that one. And then I've gotten one of the Clifton 9, and this is the U Clifton 19. So different. To me, it kind of looked like it's in between the Clifton and the Bondi, because the Bondi's got like a lot more cushion and the Clifton doesn't usually have as much. So I kind of think he's like in between. But here he is. I think it's so cool. Like, I love how this is like a cream color and this is more white. And then it has like netting across the toe, and then I like how the bottom had black on it. But like, see how it has more. If you know hokas, then like you'll understand what I'm talking about with the, it's got more cushion, I feel like, than a normal Clifton. But, and this is the first pair I've gotten that came with other laces. So like, this has white and then there's gray. Oh, I don't know which one I like better. And then this one also, I mean, technically they're all kind of unisex. Well, maybe not. But even when I buy the ones that are like under a women's thing, it'll have the men's size and the women's size. But like these were unisex, and it had men and women's size too. So, but then on this box, it has the men's size. So I don't know. But, and this one's got a different type of tongue. Like, it's not all padded. Like, my other ones are normally, like, super padded right there. So. So far, he feels like my other shoes, which is good. Ooh, these ones feel, like, firmer. I don't know if you can't see. There you go. Which is actually good. It said these ones are best for lifestyle. Like, usually it'll say walking, running, and then this says lifestyle. So I guess walking around. People said that these run big, but I don't think so. I like them. We're going to test them out tomorrow at work. One thing about hokas that I love is their, like, warranty. I had a pair, well, I think 2 or 3 pairs did it. Oh, 3 pairs have done it, but I didn't send that other one back. But, like, you know this part that goes around your ankle? Well, it feels like it's in here too. It's probably all of them. But, there's like a plastic piece that sits here and cups your heel, and it was poking through the foam. And so I sent them a picture, and they were like, send it back, we'll send you another one. And I was like, oh, okay. And when they send you the link to do that, you can even like pick a different shoe in a different color. And so was like very impressed by that. And then another one of them did it. They did the same thing. So, but yeah. So if I don't end up liking these, I'm sure they'll be like, send them back. So, but so far they feel good. Should I try the other one on? I've never had ones come with different color laces. It's funny. Maybe I should put them both on at the same time. Should I do socks? I'm putting my compression socks on to try it on with. These are probably the thickest socks I wear. If they don't go good with these sockies, I may have to send them back because I've had to wear compression socks a lot at work. It helps a lot with my pain and not feeling so weak and dizzy. So I also wanted to wear these to Disneyland when we go because my other ones are kind of more worn in. So I was like, well, perfect. I'll have a new pair and I'll wear them for a month to work. Then that way, I'll know if I like them or not, but then they'll be like broken in. They'll be nice and comfy. We can wear them to Disneyland and be fine. I feel like when you go to the shoe store with your mom and they're like, walk around. I always get scared when I get new pairs of these because they're such a like orthotic shoe that I'm like, man, these like feel real firm. Are they gonna be okay? But it's like they're like that every time, Hailey. These ones just feel different because I think when you're walking too, because see how there's like this thicker pieces, like where the pattern is, that's not mesh, obviously. So when you're walking, you can feel it bend. But I mean, they're brand new. Whereas my other ones I wear, they're completely mesh. So it's like you don't feel something bending. So they're a little different. But we'll wear them tomorrow, I think, to work and see. Also, these ones I thought were kind of interesting. Oh, well, it does kind of say Hoka in there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but my other ones say like Hoka really big on the side. So like this one just kind of has Hoka up there. It says it in there, but it's hard to see. And then there's just kind of their little logo certain places. But I can't speak higher or more highly of Hoka than I do because I do love them. So it was kind of fun to try a different style, and I really like how these look like kind of old school chunky sneaker shoes, you know, how those are kind of in style. But I kind of liked how they looked different than what I normally get, because I'll normally get really colorful ones. So